Motivated every day. Happy terrific Tuesday, champions. This is who you are now. You are someone who does not confuse exhaustion with commitment. You are someone who understands that your cellular energy system is not a renewable resource to be exploited, champions. It is a precision instrument to be invested in. You are someone who knows the difference between fatigue that comes from meaningful effort and the depletion that comes from sustained neglect of your biological foundation. You did not arrive here by accident, champions. You are amazing. You arrived here by choosing 8 weeks in a row to do the work that most people around you simply are not doing. The choice that you made has changed your baseline. Champions, own it completely. Here we are, Tuesday, terrific, and the declaration in this week 8 is this: the person who used to wear exhaustion as a badge of honor has left the building, champions. What has taken their place is someone who understands that sustainable high performance is not achieved by tolerating depletion. It is achieved, champions, by investing in the biological systems that make depletion unnecessary. This is who you now are. This is the power of the compounding interests and information and herbal blends and techniques that we provide to you that you chose to take advantage of to give you the best life that you deserve. So today's integration blend brings together 2 foundational cellular energy herbs of the month. The 2 foundational ones, which are Shilajit, the destroyer of weakness, the mitochondrial fuel system, champions, and ASHWAGANDHA KSM-66, which is the gold standard for cortisol reset, and the HPA axis normalizer. So together they represent the most complete energy system restoration available in the natural world, champions, because Shilajit builds cellular ATP production capacity from the ground up, and Ashwagandha, brothers and sisters, ensures that the cortisol system that governs the demand placed on the cellular energy is actually operating from regulation rather than from a state of depletion. And so, champions, this is what you have chosen to integrate, and this is what the top performers that you see are actually utilizing. This is why we come to you with this, because we want you to be able to live the premium lifestyle. This is why you see so much information or so much about Shilajit and some of the others in the ashwagandha. We're going to dive deeper. Shilajit's fulvic acid actually will enhance the mitochondrial ATP production and bioavailability of all co-consumed nutrients. So the ashwagandha KSM-66, what it's doing is it's normalizing the HPA axis cortisol rhythm that actually determines the demand that's placed on your energy system. And so when you bring the 2 of them together, you are building energy capacity and reducing the excessive demand that was actually depleting your energy simultaneously. This is the integration principles we talk about operating at the cellular level, champion. And the synergy here that we're discussing is very precise and is very powerful. One of the primary mechanisms by which the chronic cortisol depletes your cellular energy, champion, is by suppressing the mitochondrial biogenesis process, which is the creation of new mitochondria, champions, and impairing the electron transport chain efficiency that actually drives the adenosine triphosphate or ATP production. And so the ashwagandha is amazing because it's been documented that it possesses cortisol reduction and regulation, which directly removes the suppression that we're concerned about for creating more mitochondria. So the Shilajit, it then operates within a system where the cortisol-driven mitochondrial suppression has actually been lifted. So you're not just like adding energy, right? Like you drink a caffeine-filled drink. That's not what we're doing. You are actually removing the primary biological factor that was stealing your energy from the beginning. So this week's Tuesday, Motivated Everyday Tuesday technique is the Motivated Everyday Integration Declaration, which is a practice that combines the cognitive reframing of identity with the biological support of our herbal blend. So again, synergy. So here's the work. Write 5 completion sentences before you take your herbal blend. Right? Before. So here's your 5 cents, champions. I now know someone who, and you're going to give 5 specific, honest declarations about who you have become across these 8 weeks. Not like your aspirations, but actually who you have become over this process, not your goals. Observations of your actual change, champion. The declaration actually activates the identity consolidation that makes the change permanent rather than infrequently episodic, champions. We want consistency. That's how the compound arrives in your life. The blend supports the neurochemical and cellular state that makes the identity actually feel true from the inside, where the sustenance of the process and its impact will come from. So you can ask your physician this week for a comparison panel. The same markers that you tested at the beginning of it may have been month 2 for you: cortisol, awakening response, your testosterone, your ferritin, your HSCRP, the homocysteine, all of those things. Because the change, right? The change that we see is the biological evidence of a decision that you actually made about how you're going to treat yourself. And the evidence compounds with every week that you continue, brothers and sisters. This is the premium lifestyle. And you want to know, real talk, you want to know what is separating yourself from the crowd actually looks like, champion? Well, it doesn't look like working harder than everybody else, working yourself into the ground, bone dead tired. It actually looks like this: investing in the foundation when nobody is watching you. Doing the honest work when it's inconvenient, champions, right? Taking the physician data seriously instead of just hoping and praying for the best. 8 weeks of that, consistently done. That, champions, is the work that builds something real, that no one can take away from you, that you can consistently build on, because you are someone who invests in the cellular foundation before the world asks anything of them. You see, that is not a small thing, champions. That is the identity that sustains everything else that you are building. So honor it, live it, hold it, and compound it, champions, because alignment is the key. Motivation is the motion. The premium lifestyle is the result. Stay motivated every day. Yes.